Welcome, families. Thank you so much for joining us for another virtual Sunday school today. It's such a blessing that we have the technology that allows us to bring Jesus to each other, even online. Maybe you know someone going through a rough time right now that could use a little bit of Jesus over a video call. I want to start off our lesson today with a question. What do you think of when you think of a king? Shout out some answers. Maybe you thought about a crown. Maybe you thought about a castle or a horse-drawn carriage, perhaps. Think about the kinds of things a king does for his people. A king really cares for the people that he's in charge of, and a good king sets rules to keep his people safe. When Jesus was on earth, he did a lot of things an earthly king would do. Think about the miracle of the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Do you remember that miracle? Jesus made those 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish into a whole meal for thousands of people. A king provides for the sick. Jesus miraculously healed the sick. A king promises to free his people from any harm. Jesus promised the ultimate freedom from sin and pointed his people to a place too amazing to imagine: heaven. Our story today, called the Ascension, takes place after Jesus rose from the dead on Easter Sunday, which is what we just celebrated. Jesus' disciples, or followers, asked Jesus when he would restore the kingdom of Israel. To restore something means to make it better again. The disciples thought that Jesus was going to become the king of their people on earth. But he wasn't going to do that, was he? Jesus had a different and much better plan. He said, in answer to their questions, "You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." Jesus gave his disciples a special job, according to the passage. He wanted them to be people who proclaimed or told about what they had seen and heard when they were with him. He also promised to be with them always, which is what he promises us today. After comforting his disciples in our story, Jesus was taken up to the sky before their very eyes and was hidden by a cloud. He was going to his true kingdom, where he cares for us and keeps us safe until he takes us home to heaven. This story is called Jesus' Ascension because he ascended, or went up, into the sky. Matthew records in this book Jesus' comforting words to his disciples that say, "Surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." Maybe you remember singing a psalm from this passage in church. What comfort we can have knowing that our Father, the King of Heaven, is always with us as we continue to tell others about Jesus. We pray. Dear Jesus, thank you for coming to earth as a baby and living perfectly in our place so that one day you may die on the cross and rise from the dead so that we are free from sin and have the wonderful hope of heaven. Amen. Thank you so much for watching our virtual Sunday school lesson. God bless the rest of your week as you live as children of God.